All right, family, we are now live. Thank you for your patience with Professor Griff. Red Pill about to bring these brothers on. Sorry for the lateness. We about to get started. Um, yeah, hit that like button. Very important, family. Hit that like button, and we'll be right back. We got a good show tonight. We're gonna have a great show. It's Friday night. We're gonna get comfortable. We're gonna have a good show, enjoy ourselves, and learn at the same time. Be right back after this commercial, family. All right. Somebody in the chat said, "Take that, take that." Y'all started already, man. They started already, Griff. Oh man, we'll be right back, family. Right back. All right. We back. Shout out to Cambada, Holy Ghost 3. Yeah, y'all, I don't know if y'all know, but Griff was on the last album me and Cam did. He did like the intro to the track. Griff, you heard that track, right? I don't know if
I heard it. Yeah.
yeah. Character. It was Lux,
Oh yeah,
Cam, and Griff did the intro for Character. That shit was
that's one of
fire.
my favorite songs off that
Yeah,
project.
yeah, that was
track.
that
Yeah.
was fire. We might have to get you again for Holy Ghost 3, Griff. I might have to holler at you, man.
All right, I'm here.
Yeah. Griff is a living legend, y'all. He's been doing this for so long. There's a lot going on in the media. Well, we're going to talk about a lot. We're going to have a great conversation tonight. There's certain things, I just want to stress the point. There's certain things that, before I get started, let me say this. I'm speeding right now. A lot to talk about. Excited about the show. Let me just share this with y'all real quick. Shout out to my brother KT, the arts degree. He will be on actually tomorrow. We got a real good show coming on tomorrow. And he got his Black Friday sale started already. I'm actually fasting right now, y'all. I'm doing this water fast, and the only thing I'm taking besides water is honey. I'm taking this honey and the sea moss. So I'm fasting right now. He got a 50% off the honey. I love it. It does great for me and my family. Make sure y'all stock up on the brothers in the suit nectar. But the brother will be on tomorrow at 9 o'clock. We're gonna have a great metaphysical conversation. All right. With that being said, Griff, Red Pill, man, welcome back to the platform, my brothers.
Give thanks.
Give thanks, peace. Yeah,
Indeed,
pleasure to be here.
indeed. I was thinking, tell me what y'all think, man. I was thinking I might have to change my name from Brother Rich because the brothers is getting caught up in some freaky shit this year. And whether it's Brother Love or Brother Polite, them motherfuckers is full-blown freaks, man.
Brother
So
love, brother love,
I
brother love.
might just stick to Father Rich from now on, man.
I think you should jump into father. You need to get the fuck out of the brother zone. The brother zone
That
is
brother
dangerous.
zone, they doing some wild shit, and
Yes.
of course, it's allegedly with Diddy, but we ain't gonna go there right now. But listen, family. Also, before we get started, Red Pill and Blue Pills actually has an event happening in Atlanta this Monday. That's going to be absolutely awesome. I'm going to be there. A lot of information is being censored on the internet now, so some of the stuff we won't talk about. Griff exposed some folks in the 80s, in the late 80s, and they kicked him out of his group as a result of it. And that conversation never went away.
Right.
That conversation has never went away. It keeps resurfacing, and it's a conversation that has to happen. Obviously, for something to keep resurfacing year after year, decade after decade, something is up with that. Something is up with that. So Red and Blue is going to have an amazing should I call it what? It's a lecture or
Podcast.
podcast?
It'll be it's a live studio audience podcast filming of me and the legend Professor Griff or Melanin Mondays.
Right.
IRL podcast. IRL means in real life.
Tell them where's it at?
Yeah, so on Monday, y'all, on Monday at 7 p.m., 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. in Atlanta, KTL and the ATL, and on live stream for everybody around the world and whatnot. I'm going to be bringing my good brother, Professor Griff, to the stage, and we're going to be doing a monumental interview, and it is entitled The Protocols, right? The protocols of the learned elders and Lyors that control hip hop, the secret covenant, and the death clause. What we'll be doing is we're going to pay homage to a legend. We're going to pay homage to one of our pioneers in the game who stood on the front line, and they tried to take everything from him, but he gained everything in return. And we got to stand on business, and we got to stand with our brother in solidarity, and we got to bring this quote unquote conversation to the forefront in the 50th year of hip hop, where they have the caucasity to try to forget the legend, the minister of information, who's quote unquote, he should get a multi-million-dollar check just for the simple fact that what he talked about in the 80s is playing out right in front of the world right now. And nobody wants to give this man his apology. So we're going to demand it. We're going to shake the pillars. We're going to start some shit. We're going to ruffle some feathers and kick up some smoke. And we're going to make them say his name.
Indeed. So to start out with today, we in the 50th anniversary of hip hop. Griff, real quick, I seen you wasn't too pleased with Flavor Flav singing the national anthem. Huh? Hey, Griff, he did better than what I thought he would do. I would say that. He did
When you say better than
vocals.
Just vocally?
Just vocals, yeah, vocally, yeah.
Oh, okay, but we weren't looking for
we weren't.
Swift or any of them other people to sing. They weren't in Public Enemy. Right. So when you say better than, yeah, it's almost like the Google Dolls singing national anthem. It wouldn't mean anything. But if you're coming out of the Public Enemy camp and you going to sing the Star Strangle Banner, yeah, that has a deeper impact, man. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because just like we were talking earlier about building a profile, they're like, oh, that one likes sex, this one likes drugs, that one likes money, this one, can't, this one is a militant, radical. And they figure all that out, and then they set the thing in motion. And this is what you get: the divide and conquer. Public Enemy being put on the shelf for 7 years,
right?
Taken off the shelf in the 50th year of hip hop to do what? To come out as a pop act and sing the national anthem and do a gala supporting the same person that wanted to destroy hip hop for his own benefit, his own. Talking about he got a family to feed, he got people to feed. Come on, man, no.
You talking about?
So no, I wasn't pleased with it. I don't care how well he did. He could have came and blew and sang the Star Spangled Banner and blew everybody out the box. It still wouldn't sit right with me. You understand what I'm saying?
It's still the Star Spangled Banner. Like,
exactly.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Indeed. Do you still talk with Chuck D, Griff? How's your relationship with Chuck?
Not at all. After that thing with them supporting the Zionists, the Israeli dude, nah, I drew the line. At that point, I drew the line. I can't go back. At the Bernie Sanders thing hit me in this side, I'm ducking, weaving, and then they threw the other joint with the Lyor dude and hit me on this side. I'm like, I can't do that. I just can't do it, man. Because can you imagine me singing the Star Spangled Banner, or me on stage with Bernie Sanders talking about fight the power?
They would have killed you. Yeah, they would have fleeced you. They'd had a book burning.
Exactly. Yeah, I'd be downtown Atlanta, them tar and feathering me upside down. You understand what I'm saying? Be like, forgive them, Lord. They know not what they do. No, they know exactly what they're doing.
Griff, let me ask you this. A lot of people I've noticed when I was young, people who start out revolutionary and they start out militant, their fire cools down, and in their 40s, late 30s, 40s, 50s, they don't have that fire that they once had in their early 20s. It seems like that fire never left you. How have you maintained this revolutionary spirit you know, in your older years, that it seems like it's the same fire that you had in your earlier years in your life.
I think, well, I'm more mature now. I understand things. I'm a lot more patient. But with that, to balance that out, the melodic balance to that is, I think I'm a lot more equipped now to do the things that I need to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this. I'm tearing a page out of Phil Valentine's book. There's only so much reading you're gonna do, man. You understand what I'm saying? There's only so much philosophizing and these kind of things that you're gonna do. If you're not putting these things into practice, creating spiritual formulas, you understand what I'm saying? Creating a methodology, a roadmap, a blueprint, all right, to pass down and to pass forward, then what are we even doing this for? There's only so much talking that we're gonna do. I have this burning desire in me to see our people free. At the end of the day, I want us to be free. When I say free, I mean economically free. Right. Economics. In a land that we can call our own. When I say free, I'm talking about being able to sit back and carve out a destiny for our children's children and knowing how they're going to carry it out. When I say free to speak our mind, speak our peace, and worship the God that we need to worship. You understand what I'm saying? All of these things, all of the 9 areas of people activity that Dr. Francis Cress Welsing laid out, including health, free to plant the necessary seeds that we need to plant so we can eat tomorrow. Free to have cats like Red Pill not have his channel snatched and not being able to communicate with the people on the level that he needs to communicate with the people. Just free. I have that burning desire in me, and I think the Creator deposited everything I need to carry that mission out. And I'm not going to stop until the mission is carried out. Man.
Look, Griff, free, I'm sorry to cut your wisdom, free to be in control of your utilities, like your water, your electricity, and your food. Right? Now we saw if you don't control that, you're not free at all.
Exactly. So so I still have that burning desire in me. And to be honest with you, man, and I'm not just saying this because y'all 2 brothers are on here, because there'd have to be about 10 other people on here that I can mention everyone's name. I get re-energized by staying in contact with you guys, hearing what y'all said that to you earlier, Rich. I said, I heard you doing some new stuff on your channel. I'm energized by that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm energized by hearing new information. I'm energized by seeing young people with this letter to America from Bin Laden. You understand what I'm saying? I'm energized by seeing young people reading the letter, going over it, piecing it apart, dissecting it, and slapping it in America's face. I'm energized by that. So when I go and I kneel down at my altar and I commune with my ancestors, and I let them know and I report back to them like, look, it's going to be all right. You understand what I'm saying? And I let people know, man, I'm still standing. I'm here.
So before we start the show, Red Pill said something interesting, and I want to touch on it. Not so much what happened with Diddy. I wasn't there. I don't know exactly what happened, but you said something real interesting, Red Pill, because there's a saying that we hear in our culture where people say, what goes on in my sex life is my business. Mind your business. What goes on in my bedroom is my business. And a lot of people would agree with that. They would say, yeah, whatever goes on in his and her bedroom is their business. Mind your business. And Dwight Howard recently said that when there was accusations of him being in a I guess you would say, what do you call it? A gay affair or something like that. So what you had an opinion on that, and how the CIA and the FBI, they want to know what's going on in your bedroom. Why would the FBI, CIA, why the hell would they want to know who you effing? What does that have to do with, the other parts of your life, Red? And you talked about that, so I want you and Griff to touch on that real quick. It was very interesting what you said.
Data is gold. Data is gold. And the more data that you have on your target, the easier it is to defeat them. And it's called the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and it's called Central Intelligence. So they're looking at everything. man has three faces: his public face, his private face, and his secret face. Right? The face that you show the world is not you. I don't care about who you pretend to be. I want to know who you really are when nobody's looking. I want to know if you eat your boogers. You know what I mean? I want to know your sexual proclivities because I know how to get at you. You dig what I'm saying? I want to know if you're considered to be fringe. I want to know if you're considered to be alternative. I want to know that I want to know how far you take it, because man's kinks, man's kinks is tied to psychological quote unquote profiles and proclivities and whatnot. So just your kinks alone can tell the investigators or people who are surveilling you how to get at you. They could tell about your childhood trauma based off of your kinks and whatnot. So to really know who we dealing with, we got to know your secret self. We got to know your private self. Henceforth, why spyware, right? Spyware. All of our phones, or most of our phones, have spyware on it. They're following. They have cookies on it. Truman Show. A lot of people are being surveilled with little cameras in their homes and have no idea you're being watched by nations of people who are basically watching every single move. It's almost like your life is a reality show. Those of you that are on the front line always know that back in the 50s and the 40s, they were watching every single move of Martin Luther King. They knew his they knew his jump offs. They knew everything that he was doing. So fast forward in COINTELPRO 2.0, where they have more advanced technology, what exactly do you think that they are doing? Right? So they need to know everything about you. They need to know your proclivities, and that's why they're into collecting that data.
And a lot of times when you are taking their paychecks, getting their money, yeah, they want to know everything they want to know. You understand what I'm saying? And even if they find things out about you, they'll put it in a file and wait. And they'll use it when they need to use it. That's what they did to Dr. Martin Luther King. You understand what I'm saying? And they'll use these particular things on you. It's happening to a lot of the people that are up in those high places, Brother Rich. They just haven't been set upon yet. They just haven't cracked their file and opened their file yet. You understand what I'm saying? Me and Black Dot was talking one day. We was scratching our head, and we was like, man, do you think they got something on this dude, man, Chuck Flea? I said, I don't know, man. Dot was like, you think he's 33 and a third? I said, he might be. I'm not even sure, man. But when you start seeing people move the way they move, it's like, okay, man, that don't look like the way dude used to move. Either he's getting paid to move that way or something. So when you start seeing PSAs supporting them other people, you understand what I'm saying? When you start seeing galas, you dressing up in your tux to come out of this one, and yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, the game has changed. They got something on you, bro. You understand what I'm saying? They truly do. They had a few things on Dr. King. Dr. King says, well, that's cool if you got it. If you want to report it, make it public, be my guest. I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing, though.
So do you think with what Red Pill said, and I don't know if Red Pill could hear me, you know, your sexual proclivities, I think he said, says a lot about your psychology. Yeah. So do you think a man, let's say a man who is a habitual cheater on his wife, he goes out there, he gets his side chicks, you know, he be out there, he what they used to call it back in the day, he's a Rolling Stone. He out there, yeah, Papa was a Rolling Stone. Do you think that man is not suitable to be a leader? Does that mean he's not suitable to be a leader because he's not leading well in his household, because he's always creeping out, doing things? Does that have anything to do with leadership? He's not loyal. He's not disciplined. And he could be manipulated. He could be, you know, that person becomes the weak link, and they could be that's the target. Remember Heat? Val Kilmer, right? His wife was the target because she was the weak link. She was cheating on him. So that's who they broke. So if you're not loyal to your base, if you're not loyal to home and whatnot, if there's problems at home, if there's no peace, if you're a cheater, they know that there's no peace at home. And that's the wink, that's the link. That's when they send somebody to target to get at your wife.
You know what I mean? That's when they send an agent to get at your wife or your husband and whatnot, and they get inside. You know what I mean? They looking for all kinks. They're looking for any openings. It's like the Matrix.
Yeah.
So if you're playing this game, you got to play it. You got to be 10 toes down in a sense, or you just have to be prepared to be infiltrated.
Let me ask y'all this about hip hop. Earlier we talked about hip hop being in the 50th year. What do you think about the brother? I believe his name is D1. Calling out certain rappers in terms of their lyrics. Do you feel as though, even though you could be right about something, you could still be clout chasing, or do you think the brother was warranted with saying specific names, Rick Ross and Jim Jones and so on and so forth? Do you think that was a good move? It seems like they got real offended. Do you let me not say it seems, yeah, he really got to them. Ross is talking about how he giving out GMO turkeys and shit like that.
My goodness,
man. But what y'all think about the young brother getting at some of the older brothers in hip hop for still having I guess you would say degenerate lyrics?
Fuck it. You know what I mean? It's war right now. We're in a wartime. Fuck it. Like, why? What do you have to? Why are you holding your tongue? They get on the mic and they don't hold their tongue. You know what I'm talking about? They get on the mic and they don't hold their tongue. So why are you holding your tongue? It's gangster rap. So let's get gangster with it. I'm gonna say names. You know what I mean? Yeah. And you need to, if you could defend that, this is hip hop. Hip hop is about calling out names. Hip hop is about putting niggas on a spot. Hip hop is about challenging people and saying their names. That's battle rap. I'm gonna call you out. You get mad at it, but get on this stage and whatnot. So he called them out, and the end game is the panel that they scared to end up on. The end game is the meeting of the minds. The end game is the town hall meeting. The end game ultimately is the lyric reform meeting and whatnot. So yeah, they running scared because hit dogs bark. Call them fucking names out, and he got protection too. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nobody gonna let nothing happen to him at the end of the day. So the fact that he's a Christian rapper, you know, we could judge him on that, but it got to start from somewhere. So let that shit start in the church and let it trickle up to where it got to go. I seen Umar throwing shots and whatnot, and you know, ruffling, poking the bear and whatnot. And them niggas ain't gonna say nothing to Umar. They're not gonna talk greasy to Umar like they talk greasy to Shorty, to D1, this toting the Bible and whatnot. So yeah, poke the bear. All of you hip hop dudes that's supposed to be about something, and all of you conscious dudes that talk about you grabbing your nuts and whatnot, you stand up. You know what I'm talking about? You come outside and you niggas stop being scared and stop being fanboys and whatnot, and live up to your motherfucking roles and whatnot. Y'all forgot your roles. Y'all turned into groupies on some polite shit. How about that? You know what I mean? Because prior to all of that fake ass fanboy shit where everybody was trying to take pictures and whatnot, we was lighting flames to these niggas, and we were not trying to be their friends.
I think D1 did it in a respectful way. I think a lot of people don't think he should have actually called names, but if you do call the name, let's recite the lyrics, and at the end of that, say, "Listen, brothers, I want to call y'all to a meeting." You understand what I'm saying? Like Red just said, lyrical reform. Can we talk? Can we do better? You understand what I'm saying? Can we do better in the hood by the people? You follow what I'm saying?
That ain't gonna work. I'm sorry, Griff. That's not gonna work.
No. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, that's not because I think I overheard. It might have been Jim Jones that said he could have contacted me. And then rather than calling my name and yada, 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 he could have contacted me and we could have talked. You understand what I'm saying? I'm one of those individuals that I try to reach out to certain people. They're not returning calls. Yeah, I'm not saying that about Jim Jones. I'm not sure if he returned a call, his secretary, his manager, whomever. But I'm just saying, yeah, they don't necessarily return calls.
They want to do the Farrakhan shit. They want to sit down, take pictures, and say that, yeah, we got, you know what I mean? And then the next song next week is the same shit. No more of that. This is a different time that we're in. Everybody playing the game on the old rule book or the old playbook. and they not taking into account that the shit done changed. What happened to drawing the line, right? Y'all all on the same boat, and we supposed to be on a mega yacht watching the Titanic sink and whatnot, and everybody is acting like they on the same boat, and we not on the same boat. So if the shift happened and you niggas are still standing with the same people, then you gonna sound like you underwater because you're drowning with them. Make the public declaration that the line has been drawn, and we just don't rock with you no more. You know what I mean? We don't do the hypocrite things, and we not talking double talk out the side of our necks. Y'all can have that shit. If that's where y'all standing and whatnot, y'all standing with Lyor and all of them. Y'all not standing over here.
Right.
And there should be no apologies. There should be no explanations. They watching the videos. They following the narrative. They know that they ass is in trouble. They know that the fire is coming. So when it does come, they be acting like, but they be in a studio watching videos, fake nervous, not knowing if somebody's gonna call their name in one of those videos on higher level or wherever they be tapping into this information. So once again, the $1 million question, when we got so many people with wild offenses in hip hop, like Nick Cannon and the rest of them, when is the time to draw the line and stand on it? That's all I want to know. Because I'll be sitting back watching this shit and I'm like, all right, so what's up?
Yo, I just remembered Griff is so deep in this conversation that we were having about what's going on in the Middle East. Nick Cannon got canceled because of his show with Professor Griff.
Yeah.
Damn, Griff, man, you've been, god damn it, Griff, you all over. Wow. I forgot all about that, Griff. Oh man, this Monday's gonna be fire. Melanin Monday. Where's this at again? Red, where's this at again, man?
Yeah.
For the people in the Atlanta area.
I'm bringing a flamethrower. Okay.
Where's this at? I hope they don't come at you like they did Nick Cannon, Red.
I hope they do.
You know,
that's the thing. I hope they do, because I could take the drama.
And shout out to Nick Cannon. I'm not trying to get at the brother. I talked he's a good brother. He's a good brother. And I
said that recently on several shows, that somebody asked me, how did I feel about him? Do I hate him? I'm like, no, I love the brother. The brother did what he did what he wanted to do. He could have just said, nah, Griff, I don't want to have you on. That would have been the end of it. I went there to do the Dr. Sabi film, my little piece for Dr. Sabi. Mr. G introduced me to him. He said, would you do this? I said, for Dr. Sabi, of course, anything.
Yeah.
I'm introduce you to Nick. You're going to be part of the film. I said, cool. He said, what you want? I said, Mr. G, what you mean? What do I want? Nothing, man. It's for Dr. Sabi. I don't want no bread. I don't want nothing, no special treatments. I'm going there to do what I do. You understand what I'm saying? For Dr. Sabi to make sure the film get out. Got with Nick, did it. Nick asked me to stay to do his class, and I wanted Nick to get his degree from Howard. He needed me there to do it. I did it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I was thinking about it the other day, Brother Rich. Remember when Jesse Jackson was mic'd up and he made that comment about Barack Obama?
About Obama, yeah. He said some wild shit. He was like, I want to
raise it.
Yeah, he said some wild shit. I want to
some real hater shit.
Yeah, some hater shit. But yeah, go ahead, Griff.
Yeah, because he wanted to be the one that the Boule commissioned him to go bring the body back of one of our elders. That's a Boule thing. And Barack Obama was the one that was given, commission to do that, because, they were setting Barack Obama up to be the president, and he's the president now, and blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff. So Jesse felt some kind of way. But anyway.
Who's the elder you talking about? Who's the elder again? Asa Hilliard. Asa Hilliard. Yeah.
But with Nick, no, I don't hate Nick, man. I have love for Nick. Me and Nick had plans. But one thing I was thinking about, like I was about to say, we left them damn microphones on. And I thought about that the other day, and I was like, wow. We should have shut them off and went into a back room somewhere and talked. But the microphone stayed on. That's why I think he didn't put, oh yeah, that's what he said.
Now that's some wild shit. He want to chop his balls off. Yeah. You really got to dislike somebody to say some shit like that. I mean, damn.
Exactly.
Damn, Jesse.
Yeah. So
Whew.
yeah. So me and Nick had plans, and I guess they got a hold of the plan.
Yeah.
That's why they didn't come for me. I don't have no ties to them people like that.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
don't sign no check of mine. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I thought I was going to benefit from the house that I built, which is the Public Enemy house, but they got to them two Negroes, and now I'm like, still eating breadcrumbs. You understand what I'm saying? I'm eating cereal.
Mm-hmm.
For
Did you
real.
did Tariq reach out to you with his hip hop documentary? The
Tariq who?
Tariq Nasheed. The he got a hip hop documentary coming out. What's it called? Shit, I forgot the name of it. Well,
Nah.
what's the name of Tariq's hip hop documentary? Some of the what's the name of
Yeah, I don't have a clue.
okay. No, I thought maybe he had reached out to you or something like that.
Nah.
It looks interesting about it's about the origins of hip hop. It's about the origins. Microphone Check, yeah. Yeah, that's the name of it. Microphone Check. Shout out to Tariq Nasheed, up
Okay.
and coming documentary, Microphone Check. Yeah, definitely check it out on his channel. He talks about it on
Okay.
his
I'll check it
channel.
out.
People are starting to realize how important hip hop is, and it's more than entertainment. And I think that it's a real pivotal point that we're in right now, where we have to talk about hip hop. We have to talk about our culture, it being our number one export in the future of where we're going with this thing called hip hop. One thing that I heard somebody saying, I was like, I gotta ask Griff and Red about this, see what they say. People said because y'all, Griff, you get on Lyor, Red, you get on Lyor a lot. But people feel as though hip hop was in a better place when Lyor was grooming the talent, when Lyor was out there with the X's and the Ja Rules and the Irv Gottis. Now we got this internet thing. There's absolutely no talent, regardless of whether we agree with what X, Ja Rule, Jay-Z done was saying. Those are some talented brothers. So, what do you think about somebody saying hip hop was better when Lyor had more of a say so about what's going on in hip hop than what we're seeing now in hip hop?
Lyor fingerprints is all over hip hop right now. That's why it's in the toilet. You mentioned DMX and you mentioned Ja Rule.
Ja
Well,
Rule,
Lyor
Irv Gotti,
also,
that whole Def
right.
Jam era, that whole Def Jam.
Lyor bought you 300, the record label, right? And his first artist was Fetty Wap, who brought Trap Queen, right, in 2015. And he brought a certain sound to New York that nobody was looking for, right? And that whole thing about Trap Queen, well, our sisters started talking about that they was trapping and they was holding the weight and they was doing the Greyhound runs and everything. And they was in the bando. Then he went and signed the Migos, right? And this is when they were young rich niggas and whatnot. And then ultimately they become culture, right? And they dictated quote unquote trap culture and certain other type of cultures. Then he went ahead and he signed Young Thug to 300. So he brought you the whole Young Thug thing with the Bloods. He brought the Zesty Gangster. He was behind all of that. He went to Warner. He went to Atlantic. He went all over the place. He gave you the 300 deal. Then he went over to YouTube, the 360 deal. He gave you the 360 deal. Then he went over to YouTube and he took over the streaming platforms and he married the 360 deal with the whole YouTube thing, with the record labels making their artists super viral with 300, 500 million and whatnot. He's behind the manipulation of the numbers. He's behind pushing the trap rappers. He's behind pushing all of the drill rappers. He's the one that went over to YouTube and made the marriage to the music industry. And that's when all of those numbers started going out of the damn window and whatnot. And he said it in an interview on the Drink Champs that he brought DMX into the fold to disrupt what Puffy was doing, which was called aspirational rap, right? Aspirational rap is called the shiny suit era, when Biggie came along and said, it was all a dream. And he was telling niggas to go from ashy to classy, and they were in Technicolor. Lyor Cohen said when he saw that, he was ready to quit rap and he hated it, and he brought DMX covered in blood on an album cover, Hell is Hot, to deal with niggas who were dealing with the dark side, right? So he countered reality culture with Dark Man X and all of that other stuff, and then he went on a whole campaign to give you low frequency, low energy, low vibrational music moving forward. So pardon my Moorish French, but fuck Lyor Cohen 10 times. He's the true vulture, and somebody got to call it out. He's been called out on many occasions. He got on the internet. He's not even holding it back. He's giving you all of the quote unquote anything that you need to hold against him. He's giving it to you. How the hell does somebody come as a role manager and wind up buying Def Jam or owning Def Jam and being the guy? Like, if you believe that story, you believe any story. He was a banker in Israel. He was a banker, and he came over here on assignment, and he had all of these bankers and all of these quote unquote investors who got behind him, because the same way that they have that video going around of that lady, that Zionist, saying that the biggest threat to over there is black youth. They know that, he know that, and his assignment was to go and infiltrate the culture and disrupt it. That's what he did.
Right, exactly. So when you start talking about the power moves that someone like Dame Dash was making with Jay-Z, Lyor Cohen was the one having the meetings with Jay-Z to separate Jay-Z from Dame Dash. There's more deaths in hip-hop under Lyor Cohen than we've ever had.
Right.
So I don't know how much he made it better. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You can't say he made it better. Look at the condition of hip-hop. You understand what I'm saying? Look at the condition. Let me point one other thing out. Both of y'all can answer this. Have hip-hop made billions of dollars? We could agree on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Name me 5 billionaires that are black in hip-hop.
Right. Not underneath Lyor. He's not going to let that happen.
So if hip-hop made billions, who did it make the billions for if he made hip-hop better?
Right.
And why are we celebrating this individual?
Can I share something?
Our oppressor.
Right. Rich, he
Yeah.
got on Vlad and the Drink Champs, and he mentioned 2 rappers' names and said that they saved his record label, which eventually sold for hundreds of millions. He said the first time Def Jam was going to fold, meaning that they were not doing good, meaning that they were in the red, meaning that they didn't have no hits. And Redman came along, Reggie Noble, right? And Reggie Noble saved the label, bro. Reggie Noble brought Def Jam out of the red, and Reggie Noble, Redman, breathed life. That was 91, 92. Then he had the caucasity to get up there and say that Warren G was the other person to save the label when they were tanking and whatnot with that song, The Regulators. So I would just say, I went ahead and I heard that. I went and did a quick Google search on both of those artists. They didn't get no finder's fee. They didn't get no percentages. They didn't get any points. There were no bonuses given to them by this man, right? For basically saving his multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar operation. So that just goes to show you how shrewd and usury-based individuals such as that man, the fact that he had the caucasity to say their names, and we all know that these men are not doing great in life.
So Brother Rich, the whole idea of making it better, let me tell you something. All of the artists, including the ones that Red just mentioned, that are doing trap, drill, whatever, all of them got talent. It's just how the talent is used and manipulated. To whose benefit? You understand what I'm saying? And then what is the end result? Because I want to see Fetty Wap, Migos, all of those artists. I want to see their children's children eat from their music, like Lyor Cohen's children is going to eat, because that's what he said on the Breakfast Club. Am I lying?
That's what he said. He said, my children got to eat. So Young Thug is about to go up the river, right? If they find him guilty, he's going. Fetty Wap is doing prison time. He's going. He's in the feds. Takeoff is dead, and the whole Migos have fell apart. Like, everything that he dealt with and had his hands on has gone to shit, bro.
Yeah.
He has a trail of destruction behind him and whatnot. And like I said, he leveraged the names of all of those legacy artists at Def Jam to move through the industry and manipulate these younger artists, lock them into these 360 deals. And he pimped the culture, and he's still pimping the culture because he's YouTube. He is YouTube, y'all. So we in his house talking about him right now. Yeah.
You saying he's that big on YouTube, huh?
Oh yeah.
He's YouTube, fam. I mean, he is YouTube. Yeah, he took that shit all the way over.
He has ex-Mossad guarding him as bodyguard.
But not only do we got ex-Mossad guarding him, he went and placed all of his figureheads all throughout the record industry. His whole team. He it's almost like when you place, like when you build a chessboard, he placed all of his people in executive positions. So all of his minions run this industry. His fingerprints are everywhere. So yeah, that part.
So then when you can get someone like Chuck Flea and Flavor Slav, when you can get them and you've got Public Enemy, oh yeah, man, that speaks volumes. You understand what I'm saying?
Damn, man, I hate to hear you talk about him like that, Griff. I remember I did a show with you and him back in the day, man. You and Chuck D, man. About like 8 years ago.
Night, Brother Rich, come on, bro.
Huh?
You kind of cute that night. You went, took a shower, used Irish Spring, like shaved and shit. You understand?
Nah, man.
I don't know, bro.
He wasn't going hard on him.
You let him off the hook, Brother Rich, because I would have asked the hard questions, bro.
Oh man,
For real, I would have asked the real hard questions. Like, come on, Chuck.
Man,
You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, I know a lot of people hate to hear that because of what Public Enemy meant.
Yeah.
As an institution. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, we had to talk a crackhead off the bridge. It's like, come on, bro. We gotta get it together. We Public Enemy. Here we are teaching the people while you home on crack and on drugs.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And then when we see you trying to come up out of it, Chuck delivers you into the hands of these beasts in Hollywood, and you do a series of reality shows that just set us back 15, 20 years. Everything that Public Enemy did, you was diametrically opposed to it.
Yeah.
On TV, licking the behind of a big, tall, 7-foot ass cracker. Come on, bro.
Neanderthal. She was a Neanderthal.
You would never think that would be Public Enemy. Come on, you representing Public Enemy? Come on, man. Nah, bro.
Let me ask y'all, since we talking about music and, you know, the infiltration of hip hop, I remember Blue Pill sent us an article 10 years ago. Nipsey said hip hop was colonized. He was talking about hip hop and talking about how it was colonized. What do y'all think about the whole Afro beats movement? And do y'all see something similar happening to that movement, like what happened in hip hop, or maybe what some people say happened to dancehall in a lot of our musical genres?
Yeah, I think they're using the same. But go ahead, Red. But I think they're using the same playbook. But go ahead, Red.
It's all a playbook, Rich. Ultimately, it's basically, you know, the haves and the have-nots, and people who have resources taking advantage of the have-nots and those who don't have resources. People not knowing their worth. You understand? It's an exploitation vehicle. They went and signed a girl, Tyra, who sings the song "Make Me Wet." Make me water, make me loot, and she's a beautiful.
That song is everywhere. That
song is everywhere. And when I saw her live show, I said to myself, "She's the one. She has Rihanna energy, right? She has like when I first saw Rihanna type energy. So she potentially, when you see one of these rising artists, you could now gauge potential, similar to how companies have what is known as valuations. Right. Before they go public and whatnot, they're able to have a valuation and whatnot, and they have potential to be $1 billion company. So she has the potential to be $1 billion artist, and they just signed her for $2 million. Look, her song alone in 1 week, based off of the virality of it, it could have made $2 million in sales in 1 week selling singles. Right? She's a global artist. That's a global song. Yeah, it came to us from Africa. Anything that comes to us from across the water should start at 10 million. Their numbers are too crazy. They're going through too much of an upward mobility in Africa in terms of their the trending of their culture. The shit is out the fucking roof, bro. So y'all cutting her $2 million in some gift cards from Tarjay? No, that's exploitation. And when I saw that, it just gave me an idea and a snapshot of what they finna go over there and do. Empire is already over there exploiting a few of those artists, signing them to these real minuscule deals and whatnot. And yes, Lyor and other people, all eyes on Africa. The oil companies, the gas companies, the diamond, all of them, everybody, including music and entertainment now, are eyeballing our African brothers and sisters, and they feel like they're easier to manipulate than some of these knuckleheads over here who they've been jerking for all of these years.
When you listen to the very early beginnings and the innocence of Afro beats, and you have to roll it back to Fela Kuti, you have to roll it back to that energy. I don't hear that.
Yes.
I saw, I'm not gonna mention the artist, but I saw a dude on stage doing this thing, thousands of people in the audience. Dude was in Africa, man, with a fur coat on, bro. I'm not saying it don't get cold in Africa, but I'm saying, what image are you trying to portray to the people? Because if you're wearing a fur coat, your whole village should be eating, bro.
Right.
The whole village should be eating. You follow what I'm saying? I'm hearing the Afro beats, the spirit, the vibration and energy of the tribal African beats, but I don't hear the African tribal content.
Yeah, where's the war music at? Where they having a revolution? They have like multiple. There was 8 coup d'etats in 2023 on the continent where they ran the French out of there. I'm waiting for Burna Boy to drop the album called Gaddafi, right? I'm vibing with Taliban and all of that. That's my shit. You know what I'm talking about? I like Afro beats when they get into that war, when they get into war mode. And I do respect Afro beats for the fact that they elevate the divine feminine principle, and it's love music, and it reminds me of early day dancehall. It's really it's love music. It's like a mating call. Some of those songs, you know, and it has a frequency of love in it.
Right. I think that's what we need to say, because early dancehall was the destruction of reggae.
Yes, the slackness.
So we love the artist, but the content, you got to bring the content, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Right. And so we have to understand that particular dynamic. A lot of people are diving into Afro beats because now we're seeing the death of trap and drill.
Right. Like if you go to the club,
drill didn't last long, man. Drill didn't last long at all.
It didn't. In the club, you see the death of hip hop in the club, right? And you see the rise of Afro beats. They don't even they on the phone when hip hop is on. They on the phone when drill is on. When the Afro beats come on, they on the floor. And they look happy and they look free, like he said earlier, free. So when I mentioned earlier dancehall, right, to preference it, to agree with you saying, Griff, early dancehall, we talking early Shaba, you feel me? Early dancehall, Nicodemus, when they were whining, when they were utilizing the principle of really just bigging up a girl and whatnot, and you was getting at her, that part, before it became pasa, before it became slack, before it became demonically possessed, because that's what it is now.
Right. So we can honestly say that the early dancehall and the early Afro beats have the same kind of energy, and it got brothers at least dancing again, because brothers wasn't dancing with trap and drill.
Yes.
They were trying to, but you understand what I'm saying? It was almost like it was a standoff.
What they do? What's that called, Red? That dance they be doing to the drill?
No, they get sturdy.
Sturdy, they be
they get sturdy. Yeah, they got some dancing to that drill, baby.
Man.
So listen, don't get me wrong. It ain't nothing. There's nothing wrong with getting fly once again and going to the club and doing your thing. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the subject matter. You don't want to have Afro beats and tribal stuff that get you into a certain spirit and a certain mood, and then you got to take these lyrics and put it over top of them. 90 hip-hop rap lyrics over Afro beats is not going to cut it. It's going to cause cognitive dissonance. It's two opposing kind of concepts trying to occupy that same space, and it's not going to work. It's just not. It's not going to work. Baby, ooh, yeah. Well, I got this. I got that. I got this. This is what I'm driving. This is what my whip look like. This is what I'm dressed in. I'm dripping in this and that. that and the other over Afro beats. Nah, no.
Griff, speaking of Afro beats, you did a video about the Congo. I think it was called Crisis in the Congo.
Mhm.
Could you talk to us about some of the things happening or some research that you did about exactly what's going on in the Congo? Because so much is going on all over the world, and I don't think Congo gets enough attention as to what's going on over there. So could you brief us on what you was talking about the other day on your live, brother?
Yeah, I think the Congo needs allies here. If the Congo have boots on the ground there,
Mm-hmm.
how can they get us the information so we can be well informed about what's going on in the Congo so we can lend some kind of assistance? You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just that we're lending our assistance to what's going on in the Gaza Strip right now in the West Bank simply because we're getting information. And the people around the globe are rallying behind that situation. The Congo is probably a little bit more dire, but we don't get the information that's coming out of the Congo. So what I did on my show the other day, I ran down a history and a timeline of the events and the certain things that got the DR Congo in the place that it's in now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
People are just looking at now, but they're not looking at
The past.
what happened before King Leopold.
Right.
You understand what I'm
Griff?
saying?
Giving us that history. Okay, Griff.
So I gave the history, and I ran it all the way through before King Leopold, what happened during Leopold's reign. I went into Belgium and what was going on there, and then the independence of the DR Congo, and then what happened with Mobutu, them installing Mobutu and putting him in place, and what happened to that 10 to 15, 20, 30-year run.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
The assassination of Patrice Lumumba, the whole idea of them hiring the military that's running it now. They had to kidnap him, shoot him, tie him to a tree, bury him, and then go back and dig up the body, chop it up, and drop it in the acid.
Shit.
They wanted those minerals that was under the Africans' feet there in the Congo, which the Africans don't even benefit from.
Right.
That's how bad they wanted it. So they installed Mobutu to constantly so they can have access to the wealth and the precious minerals that are there in the Congo. So we can talk about the precious minerals and how cell phones and computers and all this don't work unless they get those precious minerals. But what's going on in the Congo that we need to make our people aware of what's going on in the Congo so we can help the Congolese people. Malcolm X said, we just look as much Congolese as a Congolese person.
Right. My thing is this: where are our fact-finding missions in 2023?
Exactly.
Like, do you know that you could raise the funds right now on your channel, Rich, with a quick fundraiser to say, you know what, we're gonna send Griff and Red to the continent for a month on a fact-finding mission. The people will sponsor it. Where is our fact-finding missions? I don't want to get my sources from TikTok and the gram no more. It's too many bodies, it's too many able bodies in this community. It's too many passport bros in this community. It's too many people going on they get on a plane and they stamp their passport and they go everywhere around the world, but on a fact-finding mission.
Right.
We supposed to be the research community. We supposed to be boots on the ground. We supposed to be the researchers. So when everybody's going to Kemet, right, to take pictures of them stones and whatnot, why they not going to do a fact-finding mission? If Egypt is right there and Palestine is right across the damn border, and everybody been going to Egypt all of these years, why they didn't go to Palestine? Why we got to learn about Palestine? That shit is an apartheid state and an open-air prison from Al Jazeera. When we supposed to have freedom fighters in Kemet. You feel me? So you go to Egypt, but you're not a freedom fighter though. And you can't tell us about what's going on across the pond and whatnot. Remember, the border for Gaza is with Egypt.
But Red, so my question, and I'm sure a lot of other people question, and that's a great point. I never thought about that. Having people going on fact-finding mission. Why haven't you done that yet, brother? Why would we point fingers to other people? You
went on a fact-finding mission. Hold on, real quick. Hold on, Griff. Hold on. In 2019, before they locked down the whole world and whatnot, I went on a fact-finding mission. I got funded, right? Me and Blue got flown over to the UK. We went so much on a fact-finding mission that we sat in the parliament. And if you know anybody from the UK and you ask them how many black people from over there sat in parliament, how many people from the states that they know came over into their country and went up in the parliament. I went in a parliament with a queen from Africa named Queen Diambi, not queen because she put it on her name on Instagram, a real queen who got a real village in the Congo. And it was already written out. It was me, 19 Keys, Blue Pill, and Fudishi, and a whole bunch of other people. And we held court in the UK because the UK is the bridge to Africa and it's the bridge to the Caribbean. So we did some of that. And then the COVID came. We were supposed to do a whole tour in Africa. So that fact-finding mission that we're going to be going on, it got pushed back, but it's definitely on its way. But we did that. We did it. And they told us in the meeting everything that we could be doing to build a bridge in Africa. They said import and export. And they told us all of the things that we should be importing and exporting. But because of the lockdown, all of that shit kind of got locked down.
Right. I was gonna say that is the reason why I think they came after Nick, because that's exactly what we were planning.
Oh,
word.
Nick
Cannon. That's exactly what we were planning.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm openly saying it now. Behind me is my book that I got coming up. Get the green, black, and red in.
Yeah.
And before they lower me into the ground, I'm gonna get that information out so y'all will know the whole truth. Like I just said earlier to you, Rich. I think I left the microphones on too long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was the plan, but that was like, yeah,
that global thing. I like where Red Pill was going on now. We got to talk more about that. Yeah, behind the scenes and figure something out.
That's one thing Malcolm did. That's why they came at Malcolm so hard.
Yeah.
He was connecting the brothers there with the brothers here.
But I would say, Rich, that timing is everything, right? And the way the great divine speaks through signs, it created an environment now where the time is just so perfect that we got to get on those planes now, and we have to create a geopolitical footprint and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? It's that time. Like, they got to see our face, they have to feel our energy, and they have to see our presence. And now they got something called the Meta Ray-Ban VR glasses.
Right.
I could go live from my glasses. I don't have to hold no cameras. I don't have to be inconspicuous. I could just go right there on live and walk through Africa on a straight fact-finding mission. South America needs us. Asia needs to see us, right? Asia Major and Asia Minor, and the continent needs us. So we're talking about 3 months of a straight fact-finding mission where we are not just raking up the problems that are going on. We're sitting back mad solutions. We're creating an import-export channel where we're loading up pallets and whatnot, and we're shipping back to America. But we're also giving Rich the call and saying, Rich, fill up them barrels and whatnot. We just made the plug. They're waiting for, they want to get some of that merch with Black Magic 363 on it, because your brand on the continent is more valuable than it may be over here in the States and whatnot, because they look at us a lot different. I saw that when I went to the United Kingdoms. They looked at us like we was bigger than rap stars. Yeah, bro. They was giving it up, bro. They rolled out the red carpet, and they have a big, humongous respect for the brands that we own, our names, and what it is that we have to offer. They wanted everything. So it's that time to build that bridge. And I want to take away the mystique of, because we hate what we don't understand as a people. And the people perish from a lack of knowledge, and we're perishing because so many propaganda and lies and misfortunes are being told about what's going on around the world. I want to be able to see it myself.
No, definitely. You mentioned, I think it was Griff mentioned TikTok earlier. I gotta say this is interesting. I remember when TikTok came out and everybody was shitting on TikTok. People told me how horrible it was, this attention span and this and that. And it took me, I never messed with TikTok. I never went on the app. I was just like, it's for kids and teenagers. I was on TikTok last week, man, because people keep telling me you need to get on TikTok. I'm on TikTok. TikTok is more conscious than YouTube and Instagram. I said, what the hell they been telling me?
I'm
I've
trying to
been
tell you.
bamboozled. They keep talking about China. Is fine. TikTok is teaching the world. I don't know if it's just my algorithm, and TikTok is just as much crazy as YouTube or the rest of them. But from what I've seen, TikTok is official. What
I
they
would
got
tell
going on there, man.
I would tell everybody to go and look up Byte Dance. BYTE Dance.
Damn.
That's TikTok's parent company, and it's a unicorn company, and it's the biggest AI company in the world. TikTok is the most successful AI app in existence.
Mm.
People don't know about that. People don't know that the algorithm, the AI, TikTok is AI. It's an algorithm. It's not anywhere. When you go underneath the hood, it does not operate like any of the apps. It doesn't operate like Instagram based off of its algorithm. Your first 5 videos that you watch on TikTok dictates everything that they're going to show you for life.
I mean, that it's like that with YouTube and Instagram.
Because they conformed after ByteDance took over the game. They conformed their algorithm to become more like TikTok's algorithm. The reason why Elon Musk renamed Twitter X is because he's following behind WeChat. He's trying to be the everything app. But just do the research. ByteDance, right? Remember, China is an AI country.
Right.
The era America's behind in a level of its onboarding its citizens in the way that we conform. AI is years ahead over in China. It's an AI dictatorship, and everything is run by the algorithm. So the company called ByteDance is if anybody is in the stock game, you know about the dominance of ByteDance, and it's an AI. It's an AI quote unquote sophisticated app. So yeah, that's why you are tapped in like that, and you know, and it's more consciousness. Yes, like you said, there's a whole revolution or evolution of consciousness going through TikTok. That's why they're very scared of it and they're intimidated because it been waking people up. It's been breaking a lot of spells.
Why do you think, I see somebody in the chat said build our own platform? Why do you think we haven't seen more of that? Because we've been talking about that for several years now. I believe a couple of people made several attempts and it didn't turn out to be too successful. But why do you think there's not a black-owned version of Instagram or a black-owned version or majority black-owned version of YouTube at this point in 2023? Is it a support thing? Is it an innovative thing? Is it a technology thing? Is it, what is it you think?
It's all support. It boils down to the same thing that we were talking about with hip hop. If the people were really who they say they were, nobody would have to worry about people exploiting us. It all boils down to the people. The powers in the people. The closest person that I see pulling off a platform is Isaac Hayes III with fan base. Right. You got Billy Carson. He has the powerful app. With Seven Bomar has an AI. He has something that's almost better than Chat GPT with Sybil AI. It's better than Chat. It has more. It's way better because it deals with what we dealing with. The data set that he built that on is built off of high level consciousness. You can't find that on any of the other apps. So there are people who are building it. It's the attention of the people are stuck on these quote unquote apps that they're addicted to, and they're gonna pump fake like, yeah, we're gonna go over there. It's like they tell you that they're gonna pull up and see you. They're gonna pull up and they don't do that. They say it, but they don't do it. So it goes down to the addiction level. How addicted are you to TikTok? How addicted are you to IG? How addicted are you to YouTube? Can you pull away from that? Do you have commitment to give to somebody else? People are quote unquote loyal.
It's called brand loyalty. It's called brand
loyalty.
Yeah.
They're loyal to the brand. It's not about nothing else because we could clone all of those things tonight. That the technology is so advanced, we could build mad platforms overnight with a dope ass user face and everything to make it as sticky as all of those apps. It's really about the fact that it took mad years to hypnotize and to create addictions in all of the people who were using those quote unquote platforms, and now they stop.
Yeah.
Even now they stuck. So these apps that our brothers are building got to come up with something sticky to bring us over there and get us stuck. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you might have to offer non-censorship. You might have to offer something that the other apps are not doing. You might have to just say, fuck it, we do it. Yeah.
I was
There's one. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, good,
There's
brother.
an app that I'm about to put all of my material on. I'm divesting myself from all of the centralized apps, and I'm going over to an app called Monetize. And you will see that rolled out in the next few weeks, in the next few months. And I'm bringing everything over to Monetize because the name of the game moving forward is to monetize.
Yeah.
Yes.
You was about to say something, Griff?
No, I was just basically, he took the words out of my mouth. It's almost like even if all three of us decide we're not going to go on any of these platforms, to move luggage and people and furnishings and all that kind of stuff, logos and all that kind of stuff over to a whole new building.
Yeah.
People are like, yo, where did Brother Rich and Professor Griff and Pill go? It's like, yo, we over here. Come on. Like, I don't know. Do I got to download something? How do I get that?
Right.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. It's a lot for them to do, man. You understand? It's really a lot for them to do, bro. You see, Black Dot and his son started downsizing, and they were sending people someplace over the Zoom or whatever they was doing. It's difficult. Ask them. It's difficult.
Patreon. I think they was
right. People ain't necessarily following them like that. It's easy to go on YouTube.
Yeah.
Push button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, definitely. I think
press and play.
I think the influencers and just anybody, we have to come up with something creative in order to compete and even be and show our creativity. We gods down here. So I was telling Griff, I was telling Red Pill Griff that I'm working on something to have like a music marketplace. And because streaming just killed the music industry. Streaming is like one of the worst things ever invented. And I'm working on something to get away from that. I know people are not going to leave the whole digital thing, but definitely I'm looking to move away from streaming. They've gotten even more disrespectful. Spotify and them, they just keep getting more and more disrespectful. If people 1,000 years from now seen what these streaming services was doing to the musicians, which is the wizards of this realm, they'd be like, y'all niggas was crazy. Y'all went through that. Y'all signed up for that. Y'all did. They would be like, oh, it'd be like how we look at slavery. And Kanye be like, slavery was a choice.
It was a choice, right? There's like, you niggas choose to be slaves back in those days. That's crazy.
Yeah,
they be like, that's what we chose to be slaves. They won't feel sorry for us.
They're gonna be like, wait, you got 0.00001 off of a stream. You wasn't even getting XRP type money,
right,
bro?
People talking about the rappers talk greasy about cryptocurrency, but when you looked at they pay rate, how much they got off for one spin, you niggas wasn't even getting the equivalent of a Satoshi, my nigga. You know what I mean? You have the audacity to talk about these little niggas in a bedroom trying to come up and whatnot, but you signed a whole deal. You was wild talented with a multi-billion-dollar talent, and you was only getting 0.0001 off of. Remember when they were selling CDs for $20? Yeah, and the rappers had to negotiate to get at least $1.
Right.
And for the rappers that got $1, they was like, oh, they did something that never happened in the industry. I'm like, when it gets to that level, I'm not no rapper. Don't include me in that conversation. Keep me out of that talk. We got until we figure out some other shit. Don't call me that, because I ain't a part of that. I don't. That is the most egregious, disrespectful slap in the face, not to the current artists, but to Sam Cooke, but to all of those Chitlin circuit artists who really try to put on for us so we could be on our fucking, or we could stand on our own and we could live off our talents and whatnot. It's for them. It's for those artists that don't have healthcare and hip hop, who don't got teeth and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like, when does that shit stop? So I applaud you 100%, Rich. I know if anybody could do it, you got the mastermind. You got the quote unquote, when you lock in on something.
Red, I got this. I got this.
You got the magic. You whip it
Magic.
up. That's right. Your Virgo mind.
Black
Me and
magic.
Cambada was in the studio talking about it. Your Virgo mind, bro. Like you've proven yourself. When you lock in, we standing with you, bro. We support that shit 1000. I will never bet against Richard fucking Merritt. You know what I'm talking about?
Yo, I
So,
like
yeah.
that track. You and Cam did the Mirror Mirror. I like
That
track.
was a birthday present. I wanted to thank you for that beat because you really made my birthday special with that one.
That was fire. That was
Thank
fire.
you, King.
That was
Thank
fire.
you.
You know, it's something we're talking about so much. We really got to sit down, all of us, and have a big talk about the next 10 years in consciousness and where we're going. And we don't have to partner on everything, but just the ideas we have, bounce off each other and let each other know what we're doing not what we're doing, but
I think we need a meeting of the masters, Rich.
we do. And this right here, this person said all these subscriptions is ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
So many things that is about to change, and that we have to be on the forefront. We can't just be the consumers like we always been. We have to be the inventors, the creators. But listen, I got Hulu, you got Disney. What you got? You got Netflix. You got
Stars.
You got Stars.
Disney
MGM.
Plus. Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. Bro, come on. How long this shit gonna last? How long as a people? How long as a nation? How long as a community? How long as a culture? How, you like how long we gonna do this? This shit is sad, man.
Yeah.
And we paying for
solutions.
reruns. Right. Niggas is paying for reruns, right? Of movies that we already seen that they selling for $1 on a DVD in the damn Walmart. And a few new shows that are mostly true crime or some agenda-based shit. I'm cutting the cord. I cut the cord. Now I got to cut these subscriptions. We need our own streaming network with our own original programming and our own entertainment. That's what we need moving forward. We need our own, and we are living in Black Hollywood right now in Atlanta. There's no excuse why we're not creating original content to teach the starseeds who they be, to teach the people coming up who they are versus who they're not. We have mad talented people. We got artists, they got music coming out every other week, but we don't have this quote unquote, where's our Disney Plus? I could give you all of these particulars to build everything. I did all of the research. I got all of the quote unquote, I got all the paperwork. It's not difficult. It's going to take a collective effort, but we got the labor force. And we got the budget. Here I'm talking about, like if somebody is out there and they need to do something with their time, you should tap in because we got a lot of stuff to do for you. This is gonna happen, and it's gonna happen soon. And we have the opportunity now to make entertainment ours.
Yeah. I just family, we're gonna be coming up with more and more solutions and moving forward. Like I said, I really want to, I don't want to, I'm really going to tackle this music thing and provide a music platform for all the artists out there in the world where they could be much more fairly compensated for their works and a better quality of music. And one thing I definitely want to get back, Griff, is with having the listener having a better relationship with music. It's like microwave. It's like this fast food relationship right now where we consume music so fast, we don't appreciate it. I want to create a network and a platform where the listener has more of an appreciation for the art and what they're listening to, and and is able to connect with their artists better, like how we did back in the day, like how we did with Public Enemy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's funny that you should mention that because Andre 3000, 3 Stacks just dropped his album today, right?
Yeah.
So in order to get the full appreciation of what he's offering and where he's at right now, I need to sit in front of him, me being in the audience, and I need to see it. I need to feel it. You understand what I'm saying?
Gotcha, yeah.
I need to watch bodies move, heads nod, energies flow as he's playing.
Let me share some with you.
This thing right here, man, that we're in, this digital realm that we're in, is stale, bro.
Very, very, very. It's very stale.
You know why stale?
Very stale, Griff. Very.
You know why stale? We're losing personal contact with each other.
Right.
We felt it when we went to the mountain, Rich. we could play on these phones and all these devices all day, but literally we're trapped inside of a quote unquote black mirror. You know what I mean? We are behind the glass.
Right.
People are they're experiencing us right now behind fiberglass, like we locked up. You know what I mean? They can't touch Red Pill, they can't touch Griff, they can't touch Rich. They can assume what our energy is. They're not surrounding by our energy. I'm here to let you know that when you come in my energy auric field, you will be healed. You know what I mean? I uplift frequencies. So we need to be around each other. Henceforth, why I'm doing these live shows IRL in real life. I need to feel you niggas. I'm tired of looking at y'all. Because to be honest with you, I'm getting gypped out of the whole experience, talking to thousands of people, but I never met you. You see my energy, you see what I'm on, you hear me, but I don't get to hear you. And I think every single one of y'all have something to offer. So I would rather touch you. I would rather look in your eyes. I would rather see you running around, and I would rather see your children and whatnot. This thing right here is just a commercial to introduce you to who we are, but we really lit like that in real life. You need to come and see us. You need to be in our energy field.
Red, tell the people in Atlanta where's where's happening on Monday, my brother? Because I'm sliding through.
Yes.
Come through. What's happening Monday, brother? Monday night, you and Griff.
Monday night, me and Griff is pulling up. We are gonna be at 3 Millie Studios, right? That's right downtown, y'all, by the Greyhound bus, directly across the street from what is known as Magic City. What I'm talking about? 236 Forsyth Street. 236 Forsyth Street, Southwest Atlanta, Georgia, 3rd floor. Park right there in the Magic City parking lot. Before 7 o'clock, you could park in there for free. Don't be on some judgment shit, because we don't judge, because we could do magic too. You feel me? We the chaos magic people, and we send healing light to those sisters every time that we pull up. You know what I mean? So we got a RSVP because it's limited seating. Forsyth is spelled Forsyth. Forsyth Street, 3rd floor. 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. is networking and mixing and eating food. Blue Pill will be there, chefing up the meals and whatnot. He got the cosmic kale amongst other things. We got food. We got fish for the fish eaters. We got raw food, and we got vegan food for the vegans, right? And then we have vendors in the building. And then from 8 to 9:30, I'm interviewing Professor Griff live. So you'll be in the audience, live podcast, 4K podcast quality. You know what I'm talking about? Mic'd up and everything. And then from 9:30 to 10, we do Q&A, we eat food, we go to the vendors, and then we go home. So it's important that we see you, because we here to network. We want to know who you are in Atlanta. We have opportunities to provide to you, but I'm not providing nobody no opportunity that I can't see personally. I'm not playing this internet shit. You know what I mean? I'm not playing internet. And I had to say before I forgot, Andre 3000's album has to be experienced in a group setting, right? Listen. And yes, it is live streaming as well on shrooms.
Yeah,
that nigga's rapping. Little do anybody know he's rapping, but you won't hear it until you listen to that nigga on the shrooms. When you listen to the shroom, he got bars. He's talking. You know what I mean? But you're not gonna hear it when you're in your, maybe if you in your meditative, deep meditative. But yes, that project that he put out is a game changer. He went in.
Yeah, shout out to Andre. You read. I want you to listen to this meditation track I just put out on the channel a couple of days ago.
Yes,
I think it's something you would definitely appreciate. Being that you do the shrooms and stuff like that, or if you got some trees or something like that, or even if you don't have any of that, either way, it's a hell of an experience. But I definitely feel that move by Andre. That's something that I've always wanted to get involved in. And me and Dr. B and Billy, we had a meditation album as part of the Blueprint for God Power 2 workshop. So yeah, I definitely feel that. I feel like we need more instrumental music, family. And yeah, I could appreciate that move. I'm definitely gonna listen to that. Definitely gonna listen to that. Also, for everybody, me and Griff are getting ready to put together a firearm safety class. That's something that's very important right now in terms of protecting your family, especially with what's going on around the world today. So for anybody who's in the area, I think you think we're gonna do this in December, Griff, or January? What do you think?
I think it'll be better that if we just feed and seed the people during the winter.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And then when the springtime comes, we can spring forth to life. The weather will be better. We can get outside and we can put it in.
Okay.
But if we get people to sign up now, we can do a couple of online things and let them know what's going to take place. So by the time the spring hit, everybody's ready. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody need to get healthy again. Get out. We're going to do indoor and outdoor. You understand what I'm saying? And I think it's a beautiful thing if we do it in the springtime. I thought about that when we talked about it.
Okay.
We could do some smaller classes during the winter to go inside. So by the time because we need to move and groove with it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
None of those defensive situations are going to take place with you sitting down or you just standing still. We got to move.
I see people asking, where do I sign up? Listen, email me, family, so I can put you on a list for the people that are interested. And when we get more information, as we get more information, we will deliver it to you. But email me, richandmerritt@yahoo.com, and me and Griff will get everybody updated as we get more information on the firearm safety. I went with Griff one time. It was great. Got to go again. My lady still got to go. She didn't go yet. So I didn't forget about that, Griff. But we're definitely very important, Griff. Very, very, very important.
Right.
And I appreciate you for bringing that to our community.
Let me just say this other thing about one second, Red.
Yeah.
And Red, I'm just veggie backing off of what you said. We're listening to what you said in real life, right?
Yes.
We'll know that the person is real. They're not AI generated. We see them, we hear them, we feel them. Plus, we're not listening to the full range of the songs through a phone. 98% of the people, they said this, 98% of the people either listen to our music via computer, cell phone, or in their car.
Yes.
How are you going to feel and understand and process the full range of what I have on my song I got coming out from your phone?
Right.
You're not going to be able to feel the subsonic stuff I got under there.
Right. You can't connect. So the music industry is suffering, Rich, because it is merged in this new quote unquote social media world that we're in. Our mental health is suffering because we're merging into this AI generated algorithm run social media. People's relationships are suffering because we're becoming more robotic. People's quote unquote conflict resolution is suffering because people don't even like people anymore because they're becoming more android, more robotic. They're becoming more desensitized and more dehumanized. Once again, the illest trick and the illest spell that they played on you is when they took your humanity away in the past month and whatnot by relegating you to looking at children, babies, women, innocent people being blown to smithereens, and it just stripped away your humanity. It stripped away, it debased you. You're not realizing that your energy has been harvested and whatnot, and it's part of this whole spell because, once again, the same people that run big tech, the same people that is in control of the algorithm, they got little girls killing themselves to the point where they had to have a class action suit against Meta, right? These same people are from the same place that you're looking at right now, this killing children. So what I'm saying is it's still part of the same quote unquote programming. We are losing our humanity because of this technology. So even with the music, how can the music not be microwavable? Like Griff said, if you're experiencing it off your smartphone, we had Walkmans, we had CD players, then we had record players, right? The music from the record player has more longevity than the music from the DVD. Right. But the music from the DVD and the mixtapes have more longevity than the digital shit, the MP3s. So whatever is coming after this, right? The TikTok 15 seconds now. You get 30 seconds of a song. You just like the intro. like the Bad Bunny intro and whatnot. Everybody using your song for a 30-second clip, and they don't even you could go to a concert, they just turn up on a 30-second TikTok shit, and the rest of the song they just be like, I don't know that shit. I don't know that shit. Real quick though, Rich, can you drop the link? Because I tried to drop the link and it didn't let me. The link for the RSVP, because seating is limited and it's also available live stream. Y'all will see that on Zoom. We do our live streams on Zoom now because we got a lot of too hot for TV things that we say, and we have the understanding that Fortune 500 companies have their meetings on Zoom because it's privately encrypted, right? They don't tell you they're not creeping on Zoom like they're creeping other places. So because our channel got eliminated and because we heavily censored and we getting targeted by the algorithm, we took our show behind the paywall and behind the quote unquote Zoom. So to rock with us, you got to be a Patreon member. And shout out to all of my KT aliens, because we've been building up a whole community like this. And when we pop back out, it's going to be on our own app, on our own server, and we'll be owners of our own content.
Indeed. Right. We're gonna take about two questions from the chat. I'm a little tired, y'all. This is my second day I'm on this water fast right now, so I'm a little tired. I'm a little tired, y'all. But yeah, give me a couple of questions from the chat, family. Then we about to boogie on out of here. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in. It's been a great show. Great conversation we had today, family. There's definitely a lot of movement, a lot of motion happening in the realm and in society. And, it's time for us to be real creative and figure some things out. We don't like what's going on. We got to come up with some solutions, so. And that's what we're doing. Yo, Red, I gotta call you and Griff after. I got this amazing talk. Y'all talking about me in real life. I got this amazing idea, this amazing thing that I'm gonna present to the city of Atlanta probably early next year. And I definitely want y'all to be a part of it. Something that we've never seen before. It's different, something that we've never seen before. And it's gonna be very, very spiritual, very emotional, very healing. And it's gonna be a movement. So shout out to everybody in the Atlanta area, but it's gonna be something's big's coming real soon from Black Magic. So I'm gonna call y'all. We're gonna talk about that. But give me some questions from the chat. Let me see. Just comments right now. Anybody got any questions? Yeah, I see y'all talking about Andre 3000. Yeah. Yeah, the dude from OpenAI just got fired. I heard about that.
Sam Altman.
Yeah, he got fired. You didn't hear about that? Nah, yeah, they got rid of him. They canned him. Yeah, and I thought, his company just blew up this year. How they got, you know what I mean?
Right. What mark that he didn't miss? What mark did he miss?
Yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let me get to this. Let me get to this question. Why or do we have an individual mindset, and how do we get past it?
Man,
can we just kind of slow the pace down for a minute so we can understand that? When you say individual mindset, like what does that mean? Like individual mindset. Can someone give me an example so I can understand? Yeah, I'm a slow dude in the back of the room in the classroom. I don't know. So help me out. Individual mindset meaning what?
I guess
I'm assuming alpha self.
Yeah, bar heavy J. If you want to elaborate, Griff is asking for you to elaborate.
I just need some clarity.
Feel free to. Let's get to
while he clarifies it, I just want to give a take on the individuals, the whole individualism. America as a country, right, versus a place, say like China, right, has a hive mind. China is a hive mind country. They move like ants, right? You're not allowed to be an individual in China. You are part of the communist nation of China. So they move they move as an ant farm. What America did with capitalism and whatnot is they created the individual, right? they made it seem like, remember back in the days when you watch all of those old movies, all of the white men had black suits on and ties and whatnot, and they used to dress the same. They didn't wear colorful clothes. They had black suits on and black ties and top hats and whatnot. That's prior to the quote unquote counter revolution in the 60s, when they started using shrooms and they started using LSD and acid, and they started experiencing with DMT. And that's the thing that broke the mold. And that's created a whole revolution, a whole counter revolution. But prior to that, everybody looked like one, right? And that's when America was moving more as a collective and whatnot. And then they introduced this whole thing about individualism, which is a dangerous concept, right? A dangerous concept. And you know, and I think individualism will be one of the catalysts to completely collapse this fake democracy that we have and whatnot. But yeah,
right. Also, I understand it now. I just need a little bit of clarity, because there are different areas that we could have spoke about. I see he put up economics. So but he's saying, how can we get past it? And just kind of like in a nutshell, I could be an individual only to a certain degree. At a certain point, I got to be able to take what I'm putting together, what I'm offering, what I'm about, all these talents that I have and these skills, and I have to hook up with other individuals so that we can build community. Do you understand what I'm saying? Once we build community, then we can build the infrastructure. When we build the infrastructure, then we can have allies across the pond. You understand what I'm saying?
right.
And I think that's the way it works. But we do need strong individuals up to a certain point. We can't have an individualistic mindset. We have to have a collective community mindset as an individual. You understand what I'm saying? But I have to be able to hook up with other individuals. I'm finishing my album right now, and I need other individuals to collectively come together. Do you understand what I'm saying? To make this thing happen. I'm trying to drop this single, man. I'm trying to get some footage on Monday too, Red, just to let you know, man. My first single
You're gonna
called
do it.
Pause. I want everybody to pause and understand this death clause that's going on at the labels. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Briefly, just mention, briefly, real quick, just talk about the death clause that you're gonna be exposing on Monday in our interview.
Well, I think it's not anything that you haven't spoke about on your platform. And Brother Rich, I know he spoke about it, and I speak about it on mine. The idea of them having an insurance policy in a different language built into your recording contract to say that if death befalls you, do you understand what I'm saying? The company gets to keep the masters. They get X amount of dollars at when they announce the time of death. Once they get your death certificate, the record company can now collect on your death. And I think this is what's happening in the music industry. And listen, it's in other contracts also, not only the record contracts, it's in other contracts. Sports. It's in other contracts. So it's not anything that's foreign. It's just that the lawyers that handle, the attorneys that handle our contracts didn't school us to the death clause. It's there.
It's there, right?
So the death clause we have to deal with on Monday and break it down a little bit further. And then we can see the trend of these individuals dying and getting shot and passing. Because listen, if you make it trap and drill music and you got ops, and that's what you talk about on 13 songs of your album, more than likely you're going to check out of here early. And the record company already know that.
Right.
Lyor Cohen and the rest of these people already know that.
Right. Because it's called key person insurance. We know that there's no conflict resolution in drill, right? So it's only a matter of time before that person's op catches up to them or they catch their op. Because if I sign somebody knowing that they got beef with another person that's going to end in murder or shooting, because there's no conflict resolution in drill. There's no Farrakhan meetings in drill. He can't mediate peace in drill culture. He lives in Chicago. Durkin, the GDs and the BDs and whatnot, they didn't go over to Hyde Park and declare a truce based off of the fact there's no conflict resolution in these urban war zones and whatnot. That's why I was saying that's why road rage is going crazy like this. That's why if you get in an argument in Walmart with somebody, they want to world star you because they are inundated with the frequency of the music. They don't even got to listen to drill music. The fact when you go outside, you're listening to drill music because it's saturating the air zones. You understand? Because it's on the radio being looped and whatnot. Every 10 drill songs is being looped every hour. So people, if you're not on that time, that person is road raging is on that time. That person in the bank is on that time. That person online in front of you is on that time. So you got to be mindful of the fact that people's mindset, remember, it's about ideas and concepts. That's what the people at the record labels bank on. That's what these controllers and these protocolers, Zions bank on, that they're changing the narrative and they interject ideas and concepts by way of the artists that they control. So yes, I'll sign Fetty Wap with Track Queen because he's going to introduce a mindset. He's going to introduce a way of doing things. He's going to introduce a narrative, and we're going to put millions of dollars in advertising behind that.
Right. So I think this gentleman on the screen, ode to hip hop, without checks and balances, no community can exist. Without checks and balances, no individual can exist.
Facts.
The individual is bringing the checks and the balances because we're going to operate and live by a code. The code is going to check and balance. It's going to check so we can build a community. Community has to build on the whole idea. We have COM, something in common. You understand what I'm saying? In order to bring about unity, in order to exist. Right now, we don't even have community. We have neighborhoods in somebody else's communities.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So we brag about protecting our block, something that we don't even own. So in order for us to have checks and balances, the individual has to bring. If we was to start a community right now, just us three, we would sit down in the meeting and say, listen, this is the code. This is how we're going to live. Anybody that comes in this community got to live by this code. We don't litter. You understand what I'm saying? We don't play loud music after a certain hour. We don't do X, Y. These are the festivals that go on. Here's the infrastructure. This who's going to police the neighborhood. You understand what I'm saying? Here's the bank. Here's the school. Here's the youth center. You understand what I'm saying? Here's the nursing home. All right. Here's the doctor's office. Here's the farmer's market. You understand what I'm saying? Here's the cultural center where we do all of our culture. Here is the land so we can take our feet and put it in the earth so we can stay grounded. We're going to have all of those things, but we got to live by a code. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm the first one to admit it. Last couple of weeks, I broke the code and had to answer to some brothers. And I had to openly apologize. That's living by a code. Right. I'm not bigger than the code.
Not bigger than
I have to submit to the code.
Right.
And that's just real. That's how you build the community with checks and balances. Each individual has to bring their own. They have to bring checks and balances by the code, live by the code. Plain and simple.
Nobody could be bigger than a program.
Exactly.
No one.
Exactly. There ain't no big I and little you.
No.
I am because we are, therefore I am. That's part of the code. Anyway, yeah.
No, I'm just listening. This is good stuff. I'm just listening. I want to get one more question in before we leave, but I don't. Did you? I walked off to use the bathroom. Did you finish answering that question, Griff, on the collective versus the individual?
Yeah, Pill answered it, and he broke it down because he talked about the whole idea of individualism being very dangerous concept that was introduced to us as a people. We always had tribe. We always had community. We always had village. We always had that collective kind of mindset. You understand what I'm saying? We always have rights. The birth right. We always had the death right. We had the ceremonial right. You understand what I'm saying? The marriage rights. The boy to manhood right. The girl to womanhood rights. You understand what I'm saying? We always have these things. So the individual is dangerous. The idea of one person being a billionaire,
right?
You understand what I'm saying? Is dangerous. I know some people say, "What?
You don't think one person should? If I work hard, say if I come up with an invention next year, Griff, where I'm into music. I'm a music producer. Where I could heal somebody from cancer with this musical device. Now, healing cancer, you're getting bread with that. I don't deserve to become a millionaire if I come up with a device that can cure millions of people on the planet with my musical device, Griff?
Yes, but who are you going to give the music device to? Who are you going to? Who's going to benefit from your invention?
I mean, the same people who benefit or the same people who go to the hospital.
Okay, so let's just say this here then.
Yeah.
If that is the case, right?
Yeah.
If I become a multi-billionaire,
Mm-hmm.
trust me, man, y'all two are going to be billionaires.
Right. No, definitely.
Black Dot is going to be a billionaire. My wife is going to be a billionaire.
Right.
But we don't have that mindset.
Right.
See, you just answered the question, Brother Rich. Why can't I be? And I be? And I be?
Well, you know what? No, you know what, Griff? You can't. That's not true, Griff. You can't. You can lead somebody to water, but what they said, but you can't make them drink it. Many people become successful in their family, and they try to take their friends and families with them. It don't work that way, Griff. You can't bring somebody. You can't force somebody to have the work ethic, the talent, the drive, the ambition that you have. I got God energy in me. No matter how hard I try, I could go to my family and friends. They ain't got that God power. They may have it, but it may be dormant. I can't force them to experience wealth. And wealth is a byproduct of your consciousness. If you can't make nobody millionaire, it has to be in their consciousness first. So that's a dangerous concept to me.
Hypothetically speaking, let's just say I got 2 billion tomorrow, 3 billion.
Yeah.
And I call both of y'all up tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Yo, listen, man, I got some real liquid cash. I'm willing to do some things. Yo, Red, you got $1 billion idea? He said, hell yeah, meet me at 2 o'clock at so-and-so and so-and-so at Tassili's. You understand what I'm saying? You got $1 billion idea in you, Brother Rich. I know you do. I've been knowing you too long. Yeah. You got $1 billion idea, right?
Right.
We all can't be billionaires.
Right.
I want for my brother what I want for myself. That's part of the code.
Right. This what others do.
I understand what you're saying, Brother Rich. Everybody ain't got that in them.
But you know who got it in them. So at the end of the day, when the other people cross the $1 billion threshold, they bring at least 2 with them. Because nobody makes $1 billion on their own.
Right.
A billionaire becomes a billionaire based off of their relationships. The residual is your liquid or what it is. You have $1 billion worth of relationships that got you into the B's and whatnot. And 9 times out of 10, nobody that I ever met is self-made. They all got a team with them. Indeed. So if you're gonna cross, you the talent. What the fuck? If the talent is hitting $1 billion, what the manager's getting? Because you got talent and you got management. Know the difference. You know what I mean? Everybody looking at the talent of Jay-Z is the talent, but who's the management? Who's behind him? Lyor and them was behind him. What did they get? So at the end of the day, we got to set up plays. The internet, social media, what put the nail in the coffin and created the individual mind state and separated people from living out like ants and whatnot. Because now with followers, now with them making the individual, quote unquote, you the big kahuna, you got followers, you got this, you got likes, you lit, you viral, all of that. Now it's like I'm viral and you not. So you got people that are in households with their loved ones and whatnot, where they feel like they more important than people right next to them because they got followers or they got people that's tracking them and stalking them. And I'm like, nah, that's not real. That's not real. That's the matrix. So many people is in the matrix, don't even know they in the matrix, pointing fingers, talking about other people in the matrix, but nah, you in the box. You know what I'm talking about? You don't even realize it. And you moving like an individual, and you moving like a European, and you moving like a sucker. Because at the end of the day, that's not how we move where I'm from. Everybody ate, we bust down chicken wings and whatnot. So we bust down a chicken wing and an egg roll, then we're gonna bust down 1 million, and then we're gonna bust down 1 billion. How's it changed? It changed. You niggas are afraid of heights. Whatever we do on the ground floor, we could do on the top of the Empire State Building. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I see it.
But like I said, trust me, if I had a couple of billion in a minute, y'all two will be billionaires.
Facts.
That's just my mindset. I could be wrong on somebody else's mind and heart, or heart and mind, But if I became a billionaire, oh, trust me, man, there's gonna be some people rolling with me, billionaires. Because I'd be proud to say, yeah, I was a billionaire, but I hooked up with these two brothers, and now they're billionaires. And I expect y'all to hook up with two other people and make them billionaires. So we like Pill said, though, we got to identify who they are, though.
That's the most important thing. Identifying
Exactly.
who they are, not
Exactly.
just assuming somebody that you grew up with is going to be that. Or you gotta
Right.
have
Because
the ability to
all
identify.
that changes, Rich.
Yeah.
Who you start out with is not who you end with.
Right.
Who you start out basic training with is not who you gonna go to war with.
Right.
Who you go to war with is not who you coming home with.
Right.
You the star of the movie.
Wait, I just got a message. There's no such thing as an ethical billionaire.
Billionaire, right? And
Hey,
there will be ethical
let's
billionaires
put
moving
that to
forward,
me.
though.
oh
Right.
man. Hey,
Name
We have
an ethical billionaire.
economies now, huh?
Name an ethical billionaire.
I can't.
I don't know one.
I don't know them.
I don't know one. Hear me?
Yeah, listen. If I got $20 and we out and we hungry, all of us eating. We eating.
Yeah.
$20 on some heat. We eating, or blinky. We eating. Nonetheless, we eating.
Right.
Feel me?
Definitely. Yeah, man. This is a very honest conversation we having tonight, and I think that moving forward, going into 2024, this conversation is going to lead to some amazing things. You already see how Red Pill is moving with the having these meetups in person. Griff with the firearm safety, very important. Every community is able to protect itself. I don't care what community, spiritual community, and every community should be able to protect themselves, protect their wives, and protect their children. One thing, if there's any men in here, there's one thing you got to do it spiritually. You got to do it a lot of ways, gentlemen. So yeah, I appreciate what Griff is doing. What you got there? What's that there, Red? What's that?
Oh, I got the neon sign.
What the hell is that, man? What you got going on there, man?
Yeah, I got the neon sign.
The green screen is messing it up, Red. I can't see it.
I know. Hold on, let me turn off the green screen real quick.
Oh, that's the KTL joint, right?
It's a sister by the name of Jasmine, you know what I mean, from the community.
Right.
And she hooked this thing up, you know what I'm talking about?
That's fine.
So, yeah, we got the KTL. Anybody that's out there that want to take their brand to a whole nother level, wait till I get the fake grass wall. You niggas that think I'm in Tulum. You know what I'm talking about? Anybody that want to step it up, get the fake grass wall and the neon sign to make you look like you lit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just tap in, because it's a sister, a melanated, you know what I mean? A sister who is out here in Atlanta, and she wants to do things for the community. She wants to add value. You know what I mean? Our networks is our net worth. So, you know, that's just one example of community work, right? Because we all need each other to achieve the goals. One of the main reasons why people suffered in 2023 is because they wasn't working together. You know what I'm talking about? One of the main reasons why people had such a hard 2023, where people were going through the recession and whatnot, is because group economics has, quote unquote, escaped us as a community. So going into 2024, we have to come to some type of collective agreement and whatnot, where we build some type of trust within each other, because that's at the forefront of everything. We have to create some type of trust, but we definitely have to experience what is known as group economics. And I say the word experience it because I don't want none of us to leave this planet and have to come back because you never experienced what you signed up for. The word conscious community has the word community in it. You've never benefited off the perks of community yet, and you signed up for this shit more than 10 years. So you should at least get something out of the fact that you had the tag of community on your name, on your back all of these years, but you don't even know what conscious economics looks and feels like. You know what I'm talking about? So I look forward to waking up and experiencing that from my beautiful, lovely community that's out there. I love y'all.
Well, shout out to I'm very thankful. I had an amazing 2023. I collaborated with some brilliant people. I collaborated with Red early in the year. We did a workshop on AI. I collaborated with Billy and Dr. B. We did we pulled off 2 God Power workshops in a year. I look forward to collaborating with Griff with his firearm safety. Like I said, you know, you got to protect your wife. You got to protect your children. Woman out there, if you by yourself, you know, you got to, you know, everybody, you know, my woman ain't by herself, but she still need to know how to handle her firearms correctly if need be. So, like I said, I can't commend Griff enough for doing what he's doing. Something that's very important. And, something that, you know, other communities, their children got firearms when they're 6 years old. They know how to lock and load them and all of that stuff.
Man,
So
all that.
once again, family, if you're interested in joining me and Griff, we getting ready to set up something real good in the Atlanta area. Let me put my email in the chat. Make sure you email me, and when we get this information, Griff want to officially do something in spring. We're gonna do it, but in the meantime, we're gonna set up classes and things like that. So if you're interested in firearm safety, definitely email me, family.
Let's
Yeah,
let's start
yeah, bro.
signing them up on Monday when they pull up to the event. We'll start the sign-ups on Monday.
Right.
Right.
And I can't let it end without saying in front of your audience that Rich, you are the highlight of my 2023.
Oh,
You know
that's
what
a
I'm saying?
whoa.
Yeah, you are the highlight of my 2023 because what you did when we collaborated was you restored faith in the community for me. You feel me? And
Right.
I'm glad that it was you who was the one that came and did it, but you are the highlight of my 2023. And once again, collectively, the collaboration, I don't ask for much from anybody. I just like collaborating with my people. I'm not one of these platforms that it's all about me and it's like, you know, I'm me against everyone or me and my bros, and we never position ourselves like that. So the fact that you came and we collaborated and we were able to teach the people early in the game and add value and wealth and whatnot, that was the highlight to my whole 2023. My wife would even agree. You feel me? So I really want to thank you for that. And just the mindset that I was put in preparing for that workshop. And the fact that you gave me this pep talk that I never heard, that shit right there, you know, that was dope. You know what I mean? So I just want to publicly say that it works, y'all. Don't be afraid of working with your people. Don't be afraid of collaborating with other great people to do greater things. The fact that we did something that never got done before, that was exciting. And the fact that you said something is coming up that hasn't been done before, that's what I'm signing up for. I done did a lot of other things and I'll pull up, but I won't be as exuberant as I will be for things that have never done before, because that's where the magic is. So
Yeah,
Indeed.
brother Rich, I just sent you 2
land my plane.
flyers, man.
Okay, excellent.
Sent
Where
my,
you sent it to where my email?
your email. I
Okay.
sent you my single cup, the cover, so I could just show the people. And I sent you the flyer on what I'm doing on December 31st, man, at the museum. Yeah.
I got hold on, because I got emails from people asking about. Okay, here we go. Shout out to everybody who emailed me so far about the firearm safety. Really appreciate it. Look forward to meeting y'all. And okay, here I got, hold up, Griff. I think, yeah, let me put this on the screen.
Yeah, as we close out, let me just talk about, yeah. All right, so the new year, the new you. You are the song that you sing. I want to try to have something for the little ones, man, for the babies, prior to their parents going out that night to bring in the new year. So I'm doing a slide presentation and a brief chat, fireside chat, and a talk centered around my book, You Are the Song That You Sing. But Lisa James Hayes, pardon me, is going to be there talking about her book. And I got this sister, Love Savvy Jewel. This sister from I think she's from Kenya. She's going to be, and of course my brother Yusuf, he's going to be performing. That's December 31st, 2 p.m. It's in the afternoon. So Brother Rich, I'm trying to do some day parties, man. I ain't trying to be out. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do day parties, man. But that's Sunday, December 31st, at 2 p.m. You Are the Song That You Sing. Uh-oh.
What you got? The national emergency
Yeah,
thing
that's
going on?
Amber
You
Alert,
got the
right?
ebony alerts.
Oh, that's the
Right?
Amber.
Ebony.
Yeah, that's the ebony, the
Got
ebony
the
Amber.
ebony alert.
Ebony Alert for
I
real.
know.
Put up the other flyer I sent you, Brother Rich.
Oh shoot, hold up now, Griff. Hold up now.
This next one he's gonna put up is my single cover that I'm coming out with. Next couple of weeks it should be out. It's called Pause. And like I said earlier, it's dealing with the death clause that's in these contracts. And it's basically dealing with letting them people know across the pond that we need to put a pause on that stuff that's going on. And what I really mean by that is the people, we need to just press the pause button for a minute to understand what's going on in the world, to let people know we're directly affected by this, man. I hear a lot of people say that's none of our business and blah, 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 blah. We got to stay out of that. That's not ours. That's not our fight. Yeah, but the same people, I said the same people that's doing that to the Palestinians are the same people that's in that was doing it to our people in South Africa, who are the same people that's doing that in the Congo, who are the same people that's running the music industry here.
Come on.
So this idea of minding your own black business, come on, it's like, nah, that's not good. So I'm coming out with this single next couple of weeks. It's called Pause. It's a lyrical, the lyrical cause of death. It's a lyrical cause of death, man. Pause. You understand what I'm saying? And as you can see on the screen, I picked up my mental, my spiritual, my soulful remote, and I'm pressing the pause button on all this stuff so we can just stop, breathe, and think, man. You understand what I'm saying? And then if we have to spiritually take care of it, then let's do that. You understand what I'm saying? But pause is the lyrical cause of death. It'll be out. I'm gonna shoot some footage on Monday, get the video shot real quick, and get the song out. The song is done.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But thank you very much, Brother Rich. I really appreciate that, man.
Indeed, Cameron, the rapper Cameron, he has changed my mind. Whenever I hear pause, I'm thinking about Cam and his show. Shout out to Cam and Mace with with this show.
They be bringing it, man. For
Yeah, they
real.
be bringing it, man, and that's what I'm talking about. Red and Griff. This is what I'm talking about, man. We were just having a conversation about being creative and this new and the streaming networks and everything. Look what Cam and Mace is doing with this show and how they're revolutionizing sports, the sports industry and talking sports heads, man. Completely revolutionizing it, man.
Yeah.
That's what
I
it's
dig
about,
that show.
man.
It's something. This show is something different, man.
It's different, yeah. They being who they are. They being like, come on, man.
No, they changed ESPN forever. They
Forever.
changed the sportcasting world forever.
Yeah.
And they started on YouTube and then they walked themselves into $10 million deal.
Yeah, man. It's you know, and it's not just about creativity, it's also about having the audacity to believe in yourself and putting yourself out there, family. You got to be bold to make moves like this, to make a move like Cam and invest millions, because we could talk about collaborating. This one thing I want the people to hear when we talk about collaboration. When it comes to collaboration and when it comes to community, we can't just have one or two people put the money up. You know, we got to have the community. We have to put money up because when it comes to money, everybody's conscious until it comes to money. Everybody has an abundant mindset until they at the cash register spending money on groceries and they put back that thing that costs $5 extra. Then all of a sudden that abundance mindset come out the window. If we're able to get past our scarcity mindset, we can be able to collaborate much better. We can't just put it all on one person and then we just hide behind that person. And then when things go wrong, we just scurry away. We all got, if we all investing in it, truly invest in it, like Billy Carson was saying, when we got skin in the game, we will treat things differently. This is why people, when they pay for things like workshops or concerts, they appreciate it better instead of getting it for free because they got skin in the game. So yeah, we got to put up and shut up, like C Dig said. And when we come with this collaborating, I want everybody to understand what that really means. It's not just feel good and hiding behind one person. We all got to be willing to invest, myself included. Some people got more than others. Maybe I put up more than the next person, but we all got to put up something when we come up with that clever, genius, paradigm shifting idea. So just keep that in mind as our geniuses come forward and as we collaborate and as we come up with these ideas, family. But we're gonna make it's already written, so we definitely gonna make it happen.
All right, cool.
That part.
Any last things before we get out of here? Y'all want to share with the people?
Yeah, I just want to say this, that as we move towards this 2024, there's definitely going to be a shift, whether we like it or not. We can
Definitely.
either get ahead of it and help redirect it where it's going to benefit us, or we're just going to suffer from it. You understand what I'm saying? And I think we need to get ahead of it. And the one thing I do admire about Andre 3000 and what he's doing, he's daring to be different. You understand what I'm saying? He's daring to explore a different aspect of his creativeness, if I could use that language. You understand what I'm saying? Of
Yes.
his not, I don't want to say skill, but he's exploring himself and he's letting us in, and giving us some insight on who he is as just the artist that he wants to grow into. If he felt like doing a whole album with him just playing the flute, by all means, do your thing, man.
Yo, he really played the flute the whole album.
Yeah,
Wow, wow.
yeah.
But it was
So
different flutes though.
Okay,
right.
okay.
So I'm saying, I want my offering, my Asafo Soul offering, my Warriors Affirmation album that I'm about to drop. Both instrumental and some with vocals, with
Dope.
chants and mantras and that kind of thing, and affirmations. People might look at that as like, whoa, this don't sound like the Griff I know. You understand what I'm saying? But nonetheless, we have to be able to explore and dare to be different and explore and invite people in to experience some other things that we have to offer. You understand what I'm saying? It's an offering.
Indeed, I'm gonna listen to. I got some work I got to do when I get off here. I'm gonna listen to the Andre 3000 album. I want to close out, and y'all don't have to stay. A matter of fact, leave your contact info. Griffin Red. Leave your
People
contact.
can contact me. My phone number is 678-557-2919. That's 678-557-2919. My website is www.professorgriff.me. Normally, I'm on Tuesdays and Thursdays on Serious Minds RN TV. I'm moving my platform over, at least 50% of it, over to www.hhn.tv. The HHN network over there, they have their own app that you can download, and all you got to do is click download, click the app, scroll over to the Professor Griff Show, Serious Minds RN TV, and check me out any day of the week, anytime you want to. And 2 or 3 shows a month going over there on that particular app, you'll be able to catch it when they won't let me say what I need to say, like Red Pill said, on YouTube, IG, and Facebook.
Griff, you with these names, man. You got what you got? Chuck Flea. You got Chuck Flea. Flavor. I mean,
Flavor Flav.
come on, man.
Flavor
Griff, you and your
Flav.
names, man. You and your
Yeah, fire.
names. Leave your contact information, Red.
Yes, family. On IG, Phil_Moreland, MORELAND. Come over there, sign up. We keep it lit on that Instagram page. Every day you get some new information. And I'm on Patreon exclusively. Patreon.com/Red Pillar. That's my repository of all of my information, master classes. Me and Blue are doing the month of November. I'm doing a workshop, 40 AI in a Mule, 1 year into AI 2.0, and it's lit. There's so much to talk about in this 1 year anniversary of artificial intelligence. There's so much going on, and there's so much in front of us that we could benefit on. Creators, it's never been the greatest time to be a creator. Serial entrepreneurs, it's never been a better time to be an entrepreneur. Makers, it's never been a time to be a better time to be a maker. Anybody who wants to benefit off of digital assets and make a living for themselves with a recurring economy, please tap in with the Patreon, become a member, become a student, get in class, get these workshops. We did stuff with Chicago crypto block bully, and rest in peace to his nephew. Please send power, love, and light to his family at this time. They need it. We got Ra Akul on the app. We got Ross Ben. We got a lot of legends and whatnot. So shout out to all of them. Shout out to AA Rashid. He just did a high level conversation. I can't wait till that drops. Shout out to KT the Arch Degree, my younger brother, tearing shit up, heating it up. I'll see you on Monday at 3 Milli Studios with Professor Griff. We are keeping the fire lit. Every Monday, you're going to get a fire lecture in Atlanta. Make sure that KTL and the ATL, Melanin Mondays IRL, and we'll make some announcements very soon about our new home and about the legal case that we have against Alphabet Incorporation, Meta, and a few other of these quote unquote platforms that violated our First Amendments, and we're gonna get a few billion from them. But we'll keep you updated. Peace, love, and light.
Peace.
Indeed. Peace to y'all and family. Before I close out, shout out to Red and Professor Griff. Before I close out, I want to actually play for y'all the meditation track that I did the other day. I put a post on. So what I'm doing, probably about twice a week, I'm going to put up a late night meditation track. So probably twice or three times a week, I'll put up a meditation track and something y'all can vibe out to. I loop it. What I do is I loop it and it'll loop for like 5 hours. So it may start at midnight and it'll loop to 5 in the morning. So any of the late night owl, the late night people that be up late night, or if you just happen to turn on your computer late at night, you could tap into the meditation and it's there permanently. So you could tap into it the next day or whatever. But I'm gonna be doing that 3 times a week. Shout out to Griff. He got an instrumental coming out. Instrumentals is gonna be real important moving forward because we could put our own lyrics in our head behind the music, or we could think our own thoughts. We could form our own realities. We could form our own worlds while we're listening to these instrumentals. So if music is not giving us no good lyrics, let's listen to these instrumentals and come up with our own lyrics, our own storylines, our own narratives in our mind about what that beat or what that track or that song makes us feel like. And I feel like it's good studying music. It's good music to if you're doing things around the house, it's just good music. It's good background music. So I think that's going to be, the whole lo-fi movement is a huge movement on the internet. So it's going to be big. But let me leave you with this. I'm going to put up another one probably Monday night. I got to show it. No, I got to show it KT the Arch to be tomorrow. I'm going to put up another one probably Sunday. Yeah, probably Sunday night. But we're going to leave. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. I'm signing out to this right here, Family Vibe Out. This is about 5 minutes long. Oh, shit. Where's this at, y'all? And yeah, just tap into that God power. That is tied in with you. So you're connected to God. If y'all knew how powerful y'all was, we in some important times, family. But vibe out. I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
If you are constantly avoiding pain, then pain is running your life. In order to have the worthiness to gain, one must have the willingness to lose. You are here to discover the deepest truth about yourself. Imperfection creates true character. All the things you think is wrong with you is just a doorway to the discovery of your strength. The pain you feel sometimes is not meant to leave you broken, but rather break you open. It's alright not to know the answers. They will come to you when you least expect it. Suffering comes from the meaning you attach to the situation and not from the situation itself. The moment you transform from victim to participant, you become the artist of your life. Always stay connected to your journey. You can transform your entire personality by becoming the observer. It is your duty to learn how to enjoy yourself. Release yourself to the unknown.
All right, family, getting out of here. Release yourself to the unknown, family. That's how you're going to get it. With whatever you want to get, release yourself to the unknown. All right. See you next time, family. See you tomorrow with KT. Peace.